I am Madiba Olivier, CEO and founder of Kiro'o Games, the first video game studio in the region of Central Africa.
Madiba, when you say game studio, what is it? How many people and what's the ambition?
Kiro'o Games, we are a team of 18 young Cameroonian. We are designing our first commercial game called Aurion, Legacy of the Kori-Odan. And we plan to be the first video game studio in the continent to succeed in the US and Europe market for PC and console games.
And the game takes a kind of African tale. Describe the story of the game.
The story of the game is based on the African myth, African real story, but we put it in African fantasy packet. You see, the game is not even on Earth, and we try to create a story based on the African value, African wisdom, but on the universal storytelling.
But it's also a game that's fun to play. It's an action game, isn't it?
Yes, the game is an action RPG, in fact. So you will have a lot of dynamism during epic battle. You can see in the motto of the studio, gamer spirit design, is double sense. You see, we have the game designed for the spirit of the gamer and the game designed in the gamer spirit. So we are gamer first of all, and we want to make games for gamers.
And how will people get the game?
The first games will massively, I think, be available online on Steam, where we have been green-lighted. The game will be available online.
So it will be a game played essentially on PC?
The first game will be essentially on PC because we didn't have the budget to go on console, and I think not the skill for the game design for console too. But for
you were telling me earlier you wanted to get the game right for PC before doing mobile. Just describe why.
Yes, in fact, when we started to make games, I have wanted to do in the video game industry what the national soccer team have done in 19. You see, we want to be the first to go to an international level, and I wanted to have the most skilled team in Africa. So I want to start with a big, very big game, already big challenge. We designed our own engines, for example. And now, after this great experience, we have a team who can now easily make mobile game and train other people to do mobile game. And that's something that will be very, very positive for expansion on the continent.
You've just raised 128,000 euros. Mm-hmm. Describe to me the short version of how that happened.
In fact, we designed our own process of equity crowdfunding. We put on sales 30% of studio project. I mentioned project because it was not a society yet. And we used, I think, the international press about our project, about what it can give to an investor, and we use this hype to get attraction, and then we managed to find investors in the world.
You had a big breakthrough with Le Monde, didn't you?
Yes, we have, in fact, I think, 2 press releases that encourage investors. The first one was in 2013 with Le Monde Economic. We have this release in the press version, paper version. That's give us the first initial boost for the investment. And at the beginning of 2015, we have a great buzz based on France 24, which made an interview video on us, and also our demo that we sent to the gaming press, and we have very, very good preview critics.
And you've tried crowdfunding. How did that go?
When we tried the crowdfunding in 2013, we only had poor prototype visuals, and you know, people around the world started to see us like Nigerian Scrum. Yeah. They were saying, no, we are not serious about making a game, we just want to take money of the people, and that was something very hard. But we also note that we have to to make something very big, to give the confidence again in the Africa potential.
And how much will the game cost? You were talking between two numbers earlier. Give me some sense of that.
We are in a discussion with an editor for the game, but I think when I see the kind of game we are doing, that it will be available on 25 minimum or 35 maximum euro for downloading the game.
And it's always difficult to say when games will be released because they're always hard to finish. But when are you hoping that the game will hit the
Okay. For this, I will say in the gaming industry, when a studio is on a big project or a first project, for example, in a new console generation, the release date is not very accurate because you have this terra incognita, and this is the first project of the studio. So we are telling the fan to be more patient because we cannot say now really that this will be the release date, but we are working to release it in June or July because the editor wanted to be there in that place with his marketing planning.